Gary V, aka Gary Vaynerchuck, is a business guru. Dude absolutely knows what he's doing. He's very smart with his money and very smart in investing. However, you guys may not know this, but he has a lot of business tips, and I mean a lot he's given out for free. He's very smart with his money, he knows how to do it, and that's why he's worth an estimated 50 million plus in money-wise in his net worth. We're actually going to be going over some of these business tips he's here to give us today, and some of these are actually very, very intriguing to see how he got to that level and how he made it this big. What's going on, guys? JT here with The Wealthy, coming at you with another video. Make sure before the video loads up to leave a huge like on it. Also, make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to let us know in the comment section if you did subscribe. That way you could be entered in this month's subscriber giveaway, where we shout out one lucky viewer who subscribes and comments down below saying they subscribed and turns our post bell notification on. Our shout out for today goes to the Sports1235 guy. Shout out to you, man. You won the giveaway. Guys, if you want to be featured in a future video, make sure to do these tips that this guy followed. Now, guys, let's get into the 5 Gary Vaynerchuck business tips that he's kept on the DL. Our first tip is think like a media company. Thinking like a media company requires putting out content that will either inform or entertain your audience. Vaynerchuck is extremely active in putting out informal videos, articles, quotes, and audio clips for entrepreneurs across all major social media platforms. Similarly, Kylie Jenner, the CEO of Kylie Cosmetics, mixes up her product photos with a range of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle posts. This creates a highly engaged audience that helps Jenner sell out of her makeup within minutes. Entrepreneurs often make the mistake of only posting about their products or services, but thinking like media company requires creating content that is both creative and relevant without being overly promotional at times. It's not good to always be promoting your product. However, if you're incorporating, say, in a post with friends, or even in a post you've seen on the television, or you're watching Sports Center and you saw someone similar to you guys wearing the same product, then you could promote it. Don't always be pushing your product onto other people. For example, if you come out and every day you're putting an Instagram post about a t-shirt company, chances are it's more likely going to come off more than pushy than informative. People want stuff that they can just catch their eye. They want stuff that catches their eye relatively pretty quickly, and they think it's really, really neat. So make sure you guys keep this tip close to heart, because nowadays with social media exploding onto the scene, you're going to want to make sure you think like a social media company. Here we have get creative with repurposing content. Vaynerchuck repurposes for long-form content, especially as keynotes and videos, into micro content that can be shared across a variety of platforms. There was one keynote in particular that his team repurposed to create more than 30 pieces of social media content, which resulted in more than 35 million views. Business owners are busy, so taking the time to create quality content can sometimes become very, very difficult. By repurposing content, however, they can save both time and effort. It's very, very important that you guys get with the times. What I mean by this is get creative and always change up the style and quality of your content. If you're giving out makeup or you're doing a shoe brand, you always want to make of things and think of all types of different combinations that you can come up with the shoe to get it out as new, refreshing content. If people see this and they don't just keep on seeing the same old post, they're going to like it. They're going to think you're actually trying to inform them of something, and it makes your job and their job as a clientele of purchasing the content very, very easy. Next, we have provide massive value before asking for anything in return. Entrepreneurs can provide value in the form of free content to build trust with potential customers, which Vaynerchuck discusses in his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. Similarly, Tim Ferriss, the author of 5 best-selling books, gives away much of his knowledge for free before asking for book sales in return. He provides value to his audience through content on his blog, social media accounts, and podcast. This helps him grow his following, build the trust with his audience, and establish authority as a self-development expert. If you provide mass value before asking for anything in return from your customers, you're going to have a successful career. If you make sure that you're always entertaining them and the stuff you guys put out is clientele reliable and very trustworthy, they're going to trust you. Trust me, guys, if they like your stuff, what you're putting out, they're going to buy it. They may even buy it just for the brand name or, for the purpose of your sake because you sell it. Maybe they're a close family friend. But those people you've never met before, those people who are looking for the next big thing, if you're in clothing industry, they'll find you because you're going to be putting out a massive value on your product before it even hits the shelves. Like if you put a new t-shirt on the market, you don't want to start it off at $60, that's way too expensive. Start around $10, $15, something that the everyday person can afford. If they can afford it and you can easily afford it, you know you've done your job correctly here. Upcoming, we have stay as authentic as possible. There can be pressure to compete on social media. People and corporations often showcase the highlight reels of their life or business online to make it look like they have it all, but Vaynerchuck encourages authenticity. He says you have to understand your personal DNA. Don't do things because I do them or Steve Jobs or Mark Cuban tried it. You need to know your personal brand and stay true to it, he says. With a commitment to authenticity, entrepreneurs get a chance to display what makes them and their businesses different from the rest. If you stay as authentic as possible and you try to appeal to the everyday average Joe, you're going to get sales. You're going to get people to back your fund. If you don't, if you try to copy other people and try to, keep it non-original, people are going to go to the actual, more popular brand. Say you're trying to emulate Gucci, except you come out with another, catchy line like Batucci, something like that. I don't know, guys, I'm just spitballing here. But people are gonna think, okay, well, your brand is $500 and theirs is $600. I'd rather pay the extra $100 for that brand because it's more popular and it's what's in right now. Lastly, we have reply to as many comments and messages as you can. The volume of contents and comments and messages that some influencers receive can be overwhelming. Despite this, Vaynerchuck often replies to his audience. Similarly, Lewis Howes, a best-selling author, entrepreneur, and athlete, has built a sizable following on social media. On Instagram, he has more than 700k followers, but he replies to many of the comments he receives. Obviously, it's impossible to respond to all 700,000 unless you took a couple weeks out of your life. However, you can reply to the comments and messages they receive as a form of high-quality customer service. If people see that you're responding to your fans or your supporters, they're going to back with you. They're always going to make sure that they have your back because you can relate to them. You're not like some big shot who thinks they're too big for the average normal Joe and you're not going to respond to them. That's not how it works. So guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on today's video. Also, make sure to enter our subscriber giveaway where we shout out one lucky subscriber who comments down below saying they subscribed and turns our post notification bell on. Guys, this is JT with The Wealthy coming at you with another video. And as always, see you guys later.